Welcome to The Bite. My name is Trevor DeVage. I'm your host for this short form podcast where we take bite sized chunks of leadership, chew on them, and become better leaders together. A few years ago, I was listening to pastor, author, speaker, leader Craig Groeschel talk about being introduced at a conference. And he said this guy came on the stage and he said, "This is how he introduced me. He introduced me as the most boring leader in America." He said, "At first, I was a little bit taken back. I was a little offended." He goes, "But then I was really thankful by what he meant." And here's what he meant. He said, "Craig Groeschel is the most boring leader in America because he does the same thing all the time, understanding that being boring brings results." And as I began to think about that over the last couple of years, I've decided I want to be the most boring leader in America because here's what I've learned about boring. Boring actually brings brilliance. When you do the same small things day in and day out, do them over and over again, brilliance comes from being boring. Brilliance comes from doing the things over and over again that are replicatable, that you get simple, like we've talked about on this podcast, because simplicity actually saves souls. Complexity is what causes confusion. But when you do the same thing day in, day out, when you go to the gym every day and you work out, is that boring? Yes. Are the results incredible? Absolutely. If you do the same thing each and every day, I really believe brilliance is born out of being boring. You hone your craft by doing the same thing over and over, get the same reps over and over. When I speak each and every week, I actually get better because I do the same routine to be a better speaker. When I do the same things over and over again, it may seem boring to me, but it actually makes me brilliant to my team and to the people around me. So if you want to be a better leader, as we lean into our Friday frame of mind, could I compel you for this Friday to become boring as a leader? Instead of trying to do 1,000 things, okay, what if you said, you know what, I'm going to stick to a routine each and every week to be a better leader, to be a better speaker, to be a better communicator, to be a better team leader, to be a better manager, to be a better employee. I'm going to get as boring as I can by doing the same things I know will get the results that I'm trying to get. I'll do the same one or two things over and over again, perfecting and honing my craft as a leader, because if I'm boring, I become brilliant. So your Friday frame of mind, be the most boring leader in your sphere of leadership. And I promise you, if you look for boring, you'll actually find brilliance in the gifts that you've been given. So this is your Friday frame of mind. Get your mind around being boring and watch the brilliance begin to come out. Do the same things over and over and watch how your leadership will transform. So this is The Bite. This is our short form podcast. Every Monday, we have our Monday mindset. Every Friday, we have Friday frame of mind. Do me a favor, if you've not done so, subscribe to this. You can go to my YouTube channel. We're about to set up an Instagram page about The Bite. And then we're also going to give some other tools for leadership for you in all these arenas. But thanks for being a part of The Bite. And we'll be right back here on Monday for your Monday mindset on The Bite. We'll see you then.